I've been wanting to get into doing TBR and wrap-ups. My issue is that I'll say I'm gonna read this huge pile of books and then like it's subject to change, and then I find that I don't like this book or I'm not into this, and then it just ends up not happening, which is why I do so many of these videos, current reads versus TBRs and wrap-ups. But I'm gonna try to get back into that. It's just a little difficult right now. I just finished up Island Happily Ever After. I was very disappointed in this novel. I was going to film a full review for it and I don't know why I didn't, but here we are, and I'm just going to talk about it here without any spoilers. I don't feel connected to these characters at all. I think the writing in this book is different than the two previous ones from this trilogy. I use the word trilogy very lightly because these can be considered standalone books. It's just certain characters will pop up in each one's, just playing minor roles, so you don't really need to have read any of the previous ones. It's just a nice layer of enjoyment if you have. However, as I said, these characters, I feel like they're cardboard characters. They are not three-dimensional characters in any way, and my phone. It shows, like it's very obvious, because instead of feeling for these characters and being invested in their romance and all of that, you kind of come across as very privileged and very bratty. Like you have all these opportunities in the world and you are letting them go for what? Like if we were invested in these characters, then you can kind of understand it, like, oh, you're so caught up in your emotions that this is why these certain events are happening. But because you're not invested, because the writing is so weird and they don't come across as real people, you end up just looking at their actions and kind of rolling your eyes at how incredibly spoiled they sound. If the writing had been anything like the first two, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. I'm glad I'm done with it because I'm just tired of love stories. Like I want some books that have extremely minor love plots in them, really. So the book that I am currently reading is Sleeping Giants. So this is like a science fiction novel. It's pretty new. I'm 24 pages in, so I can't say too much about where this plot is going. But essentially, the protagonist is Rose. Now, when Rose was a little girl, she was riding her bike at an hour that she shouldn't have because it was way too dark, and in doing so, she falls into a hole. And at first I thought it was a well, but no, it's a hole. When the law enforcement and her parents come and they look down at her in this hole, they notice that she is sitting on top of a large metal hand. Now this leads into police investigation. People are wondering, what is this artifact? Is it human made? No. Is it from aliens? Who knows? She becomes a scientist and ends up becoming the leading scientist in this investigation. It becomes a little bit more secretive because the police, law enforcement, they can't come up with any conclusive ideas of the origins of this artifact. So Rose is here along with some military pilots and stuff who are conducting the secret research aspect of this investigation in order to figure out what it is. To keep in mind, if this sounds interesting to you, is that it's told through transcripts and like newspaper articles and stuff, so it's like a lot of dialogue basically is what I'm trying to say. I really hate the fact that I am so sporadic with uploads on this channel, and the reason for that is because I don't pre-film on this channel like I do with my other videos. Even my vlogging channel, a lot of that is pre-filmed stuff. Like a lot of that doesn't go up. Like I'll timestamp it because a lot of that is filmed before and I just decide to upload it a couple weeks later. I hate doing that with this channel because I don't feel like it's genuine. I'm gonna try to get better at more frequent uploads in this channel. And it also doesn't help that I don't always read as consistently as I used to, though hopefully that is gonna change because I have a secret series that I want to start doing on this channel that I think should be very exciting. So we'll see that by the end of this month. But anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and hopefully I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye.